Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We've lost Mackenzie, and now he's back on our screens. And no, he's not. Well, yes, we got him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another round of the GT3 Championship Season 2, brought to you by ART and Ingear Motorsports. And let me tell you, I'm a happy cockle. It's America! America! Fuck yeah! Let's go! And we have here Mr. Mackenzie Taylor with us, finally back! We missed him thoroughly. Oh my god, my bloody British. There you have it. Mackenzie, are you excited for tonight? Tell me, Bubba.
If I wasn't excited before, I'm super excited now. You excited, Cockoo, you.
Come on,
Cockoo. Yeah, we're back. And we had a week off in the middle, didn't we?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's good to be back. Obviously, I missed the one before, off busy having a baby or something. So good to be back. Hello, everyone on the live stream. I can see people starting to filter in. It's good to be commentating alongside you tonight, Juan. And believe it or not, the first time I've actually properly watched a race at this track. I've not driven on this track before. A lot of them I've raced on before. So yeah, this will be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. But apparently you're a fan, so we'll see.
Come on, man. I'm not just a fan. I'm a pro fan. Thank you very much. Well,
apart from my camera flickering on and off at the start of the stream, that's a nice welcome back.
Hey, that's,
thanks, man.
Hey, stop talking shit, man. You've been here for 5 minutes already talking shit and you missed 2 weeks. Come on, man. You gotta work.
Oh, okay. I've got making up to do.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank the Lord. I'm not gonna be listening to you in 2 minutes. But ladies and gentlemen, apart from muting Mackenzie, we're about to go rock and roll because qualifying, it's on its way. And once we go on it, we have a special guest. What does he have about special? Nothing. But don't worry. We're going to talk with Ben Miko. He's going to tell us about that top 3. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, let's move with the qualifying sessions. We are ready to rock and roll here on Road America, one of the best tracks in the USA. USA! USA! Well, ladies and gentlemen, ain't going to make you wait no more. Let's get things going. And here you have one Mr. Luke Andrews. Welcome everybody in the chat. We got Neil, we got Racing Dutch, we got Sarotza, we got a man. Of course, I told you we had the special man, Ben Miko. Are you here with us, mate? Well, Ben Miko, thank you very much for that lovely introduction.
Great insight, Ben.
Hi, sorry, I was checking audio on the stream.
Professional is what we call it. Well, Ben Miko, tell me, are you excited for the day? I know you are, not for the race, but tell me, what do you think of the race? And, of course, come on, my friend, tell me about those standings.
Well, I can't tell you about the race because the race hasn't happened yet, so I'll just tell you the standings and I'll let you know about the race at the end. How does that sound?
Okay, I'll buy it.
In P1 is Octavia Pisco.
Ow.
Nice.
Nice. It's a great P1.
P2 is Ollie Clark.
Yeah.
And
okay,
P3
Oliver Crack.
Is Helder Takira.
Yeah, it's okay, huh? Okay, woo, let's go, Portugal, or Andorra, wherever this man is from. You just butcher him, but we like it, the top 3. Hey, Benny,
Yes, sir.
we highly appreciate your concern, your love, but now I need to introduce somebody to the ladies and gentlemen in the chat, none other than the Queen Charlotte. Mackenzie, do your honors, please.
Yeah, I've got to make sure I say hello straight away or I'll get in trouble. So, thank you, Mrs. BT. She's joining the stream and she'll have a special guest watching along as well, baby Hugo. Oh. So, that means he must be behaving at the moment.
I like it. Yeah. Baby Hugo boss.
We have to just make that a middle name.
Always. How can't you,
so,
tell me.
Speaking of chat then, let's see if people are filling up and coming in. Give us a hello. Let us know who's watching. We've had a week off. It's good to see all your lovely names filling up the chat as we come back. Charlotte just got weed on. Lovely. Where's everyone up to tonight?
That's a great start for qualifying. I get all oiled up.
That's how our evening's starting. It's how Ben Meek was hoping his evening ends, I'm sure.
Oh, let me tell you, that thing looks like a water tank. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go with, come on, we gotta go with him. One friend of mine debuting here at Road America. It's Out the Graph. And I'm gonna be honest, one of the faster drivers I've seen in a long time. We're gonna go on board with him and see what he's capable of doing. Only 8 minutes and a half of qualifying remaining. We cross the finish line. And into turn one we go. Lorencito, where is he? Let's go with Out the Graph. He crosses the line. Up in a P3 already. Brakes on the 3 cones. Into turn number 1 we go. Very long right-hander. Careful with tapping the grass. That is going to send you immediately to the wall. And Out the Graph, I cannot believe you. You are giving up the lap. Platinora. Well, let's see if he keeps on going. For now, turn number 3. Well done. Into the moraine sweeper. We head down the hill. Very tough spot on the race itself. This braking zone really dangerous. You can use a lot of the track, as you can see Ott doing. But and there's plenty of cars in there. One little tab and domino effect will ensue. We enter the second sector into turn number 6. And now turn number 7. This will lead us into Horry Downs. This is a very tough curve to take. The right-hander. And Mackenzie, since this is your first time, strap yourself up because we enter, I think we enter the American Hell. This is a very long right-hander. You usually take it into 3rd, 4th, half throttle into play a lot with the throttle, but here is the worst part of them all. The kink. Flat out right-hander. Make a millimetric mistake and you are going on the wall. Of course, flat out we head into Canada corner. Oh, Canada. There you see him. The graph having a lot of speed through, taking a lot of the outside as you can, of course, no off tracks. Again, very aggressive on the left-hander, and it's the last corner of the track. Very late apex one to finish things off. Octavio Araujo Pisco, as per usual. Well, sorry, Octavio Pisco at the lead. Very comfortably, as per usual, 2 tenths and a half ahead of Luke Andrews. And let me tell you something about Luke Andrews, something that is absolutely horrid. He's an Arsenal fan and he doesn't like Sevilla. Frank Porte jumps up in the 3rd. Out the Graph goes down into 4th. Mackenzie, that was a full lap here at Road America. And let me tell you, things are looking spicy.
Nicely done, Juan. Nicely done. Yeah, fantastic little track guide for everyone. One of the longer tracks, isn't it? Over 2 minutes per lap and 4 miles, over 4 miles long. So, you know, the margins, it'd be interesting to see the difference between them. Already looking quite close at the front, you know, in the same 1/10 of a second for Pisco and Andrews. So let's see if anyone else can kind of get into that sort of bracket at the moment. We'll see. In practice anyway, they're very close. Pisco's just that 1/10 or 2 quicker now, looking at it in qualifying. And Oliver Clark, we kind of brushed over in the championship standings, you know, currently running right up there in the top 3, running under the Ingear Motorsport banner. So good to see. The mighty Bouchan recruited him in, and still yet to talk to the guy, which is bad. We haven't all been able to link up online, but yeah, great to see an Ingear Motorsport car up there in this sea of ART cars that we see a lot of the time as well. And hello, Big Dave Racer, by the way. Sorry, before I shut up again.
I want to link up, Oliver Crack. I'd love to talk to you, mate. Well, there you see him up in P3. He just took the last spot at the podium. Only 4:45 remaining on qualifying. Mostly everybody have done their 4 laps. Here you see my man Bjorn Banda Alvin Mendes Dutchy. Of course, happy belated birthday to you. We love you, Bjorn. Happy belated birthday indeed. Now Bjorn is 97 years old. And look at the old man go. Looking fine. Finally, beep, as he goes on the grass. Mackenzie, things are looking done here on qualifier. Ready with the line. Yeah, I think it was listening to me.
Commentator cursing, and we haven't even got past qualifying yet.
We're training that thing. See Keith Gatehouse, unfortunately having issues with that very slow left-hander. I told you about it. I think that's going to be one very important point of the track for the racing side of things. See some more gentlemen track finishing their respective laps. I have to say, Mighty Bouchon is here with us tonight as well. On the Ferrari, I want to see.
Well, is he? Is he? Because I can see him on the entry list, but I am yet to see him on the track. So we'll have to see. Speaking of people with us tonight, had a first-time chat from SW8921 with the delightful words of fuck. So yeah, thanks for coming on and commenting.
Man, I wish I could be a commenter. Without also giving up. I see you smiling. I see you happy, Mackenzie. I know you're bloody excited to be back. Oh man, I gotta tell you, you're making me really excited as well.
I'll stop showing you those NSFW pictures of Benny. Sorry to get you too excited.
Oh man, you gotta okay, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go into depression, you need to see those pics. Curious what Luke can do against Pisco, running behind him. Well, still, he's in P2, but to not count Frank Forte out, he's at the moment on track. He could potentially have a shot at that second place. He's about to cross the line. I quit, Benny. Well, damn. I'm not going to comment on that. Forte crosses the line. Will it be enough to take the Frenchman down? No. Not. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a look. Here is all about, as per usual, before the race starts, we're going to get rock and rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in some minutes time. Not 1, not 2, but 3. We love you, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you right now.
Welcome to another Tuesday evening.
Pandemonium!
I knew it.
Welcome to the GT4 season finale. That, ladies and gentlemen, is £750.
Ladies and gentlemen, I told you 3 minutes, and we are back, and you're damn right we are. It's time to rock and roll for 40 minutes here at the road. America, Kenzie. I know
Juanito.
this must be absolutely on fire. What's about to happen? Or that. We're gonna take a look at the grid, and it's gonna be Octavio Araujo Pisco once again, the king of the GT3 at the top, leading from Luke Andrews with a great P2 on the first line. On the second line, Oliver Crack and Frank Porte. Then Autograph, Miguel Marquez, Bruno Costa, Adam Lyall. Then less than time, Blah for the top 10. Great result from Blah there. Then we have Toby Andrews, Cerqueira, Sugaya, as too many would say. Right, Gravison. Then Jansen.
Love me some gravy.
Oh, you love me some gravy. Jega Hook, Story, Dahlgren, Anderson, and McGiff. Rob Hill. Then on the Overland, Neander, Seabold, Jobber, Ricky Bink. There's Stewart Vickers, Walla, Mike Williams, Giovanni Rivera, Bubble Baker, Gatehouse, Gesterton, the Mighty Bushron, Marcus Hudson, Michael Phipps, Neil Messi. 14 drivers ready to live it all out there. And as you can see, we have started things off. This car is going to lead us through a whole lap. Well, anything you'd like to say to the audience before we go green?
Oh, many things I'd like to say. I'm going to say, everyone, don't forget, Driver of the Day votes from half race onwards. Do stick around for that. And don't forget, we're going to be answering the question that everyone comes here for every week very soon, which is, what did Ben have for dinner? So it's all coming up. And there's a race happening as well in America. How's that?
Bloody wonderful. Bonanit from Andorra, Bonanit! Je suck from Andorra! Yes! As you can see, I have a very Andorran accent, so we can see. I'm from many places in the world. I think I'm the only Mexican Spaniard from the UK that is also from Andorra. You could certainly certify my British, class here. But yeah, we need to ask Benny Miko that question because I know there's tension in the chat. I've seen people fighting in private messages discussing what did Ben will have for dinner. I gotta tell you, Mackenzie, it seriously got out of hand with the viewers fighting to know what this man put in his mouth. Many things could go in. One has been it. Legardi, thank you for the follow. And then Ben Miko, are you here? Are you ready? Answer.
Yes, I'm here, Juan.
Well, hey, spit it out, boy. Just like you know how to do.
Okay. Tonight we had a steak, no, not a steak, a pie, a steak pie, chips, veg, and a hell of a lot of gravy.
Oh, you got the Gravison? Okay,
Adam
man.
Gravison will be happy.
Oh yes.
I gotta tell you, what did you eat though? Wow, my God. I gotta tell you, man, how do you go to sleep after that? My Lord. You gotta be looking like a dump truck. Jeez. No answer.
We've got a few hours yet. We have a few hours yet, so don't worry. It'll all be consumed.
Oh, dear.
Well,
Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat, at ACA Esports for keeping it on track. Yes, have a good race, everyone.
Indeed, have a great race. But I want to focus on this, Mackenzie. We need to. Why? Because even on the formation lap, I can tell you have seen many incidents through this kink. That's why I wanted to focus a little bit. It's not the first time I've seen people crashing on the formation lap in this corner. And you're looking for a new song. This would sound too good. Oh, mama. And let me tell you, he didn't cook a single bit of it. You know, you gotta give props to mama. Well, Mackenzie, we are 4 corners away from the start of this race. I want you to say some few last words as I become Super Saiyan. Like that, you know what I mean? Go for it, baby.
I am thinking it's going to be a close one between first and second, between Andrews and Pisco. I'm looking forward to watching that battle. I'm also looking forward to watching the mighty Bouchan move forward because he's down there in P37 So I'm going to be keeping an eye on both ends of the grid, I think, during this race. And nice job by Oliver Clark at the front for the other Ingear Motorsport car. So I think there's going to be lots of interesting battles. And like you said, we've got some amazing fast corners around here. We've got that infamous kink. Let's see if anyone tries to go side by side on lap 1.
Well,
about to find out.
Well, yes, indeed. We're about to find out. And there you see Octavio Pisco goes for the launch. We already have a crash for the love of God. We didn't even cross the line. And already pandemonium at the middle of the pack. It is already more than 20 cars involved in a massive accident. For the love of Christ, I told you it wouldn't even take a corner. And that is half the grid down. Unbelievable what we've just witnessed. That is half the grid out. Giovanni Gomez Rivera nearly going on the wall. My days. What a start of the race. And we didn't even have one corner, of course. The yellow flag has been thrown out. So is the safety car. OMG. Absolute madness here at Road America.
Looks quite nice for ACA there. Look at them sat first, second and third in the order now after all of that chaos. Well, the catalyst and all of that was Luke Andrews coming across and his rear quarter catching the front of Oliver Clark's. And they just they couldn't detach from each other, could they? Just Oliver Clark shoving him up and then of course behind them it just caused all this chaos. So yeah, that was happening. There was about 3 incidents of that, but it just triggered everyone to lose their minds behind, I think. We'll have to break that one down, but crazy. But this is why the safety car exists, and this is where race director Ben Marlborough stepped into action, and he's driving the car, he's manning all the timing screens, he's doing everything.
I gotta tell you, even my overlay died after that massive incident. Holy Moses!
I mean, Juan, I don't know if it died for the stream or not, but your microphone was peaking and I just couldn't hear any. It was just coming in and out.
No way.
Pure pandemonium. So hopefully the stream it didn't, but on Discord where I'm listening to you, coming and going.
Really? In the stream it didn't go?
Well, the stream could tell us. Did you hear Juan the whole time?
Oh, I really hope for
If
the
you did,
lower credit.
you're lucky. You're lucky because that was pure gold.
Oh man. Let me tell you, if you didn't, don't worry, I can do a replay.
I just saw Lorenzo. Lorenzo said he's happy he's not going to be in a crash video this time. I mean, we can dig it out. We can get the last season back up and find those files again.
Let me tell you, I'm going to try to go back to the beginning. You can see there on the back, cars flying around on the wall. Yeah, we cannot even see what happened. There you see everybody piling up on the finish line.
Well, everyone, we know what the slow motion cinematic opening of this season's highlights videos is going to be. It's going to be that moment right there.
Wow. I don't even have a single word. That is bad behavior. I do have to say, we might see it as a clear incident. It could be that we're having netcode and we're not seeing the reality of it, you know? So just to explain, as the yellow flag brings us into another safety car lap, us spectators, we see things as predicted with what we're receiving from the network and the server itself. Thing is, the drivers see things a little differently, and that unfortunately could give us different views of what happened. If that was the case, maybe these two didn't collide that harshly into one another, but if it was that way, surely a big penalty has to be coming, because that was horrendous. We're gonna go and take a quick look. First of all, there you see the track, so you can see everybody piling up. You can see it at the top right, and let's see when the safety car comes out again. At the moment, everybody is close to one another. I think we might need one more lap on the safety car.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. It looks like there's still some people in the pit lane, doesn't it? It's whether they're trying to get back out. And as I say that, some of the dots just disappeared, didn't they, from the screen?
They did.
So everyone's looking quite nicely bunched up. So where are we in the lap? We might be seeing the safety car come in then. We're just over halfway round, aren't we?
Let's be honest. Yeah, we're now on the third sector, but what can I tell you, my friend? I am in pure shock of what we're seeing. That is insane.
Well, on the upside, we now have this opportunity for the race to start under safety car conditions. Everyone's in motion a bit more in single file. And so you get a slightly better crack at getting a good start of this race without incidents. I'm going to touch the desk as I say it. You know, hope that doesn't cause more chaos. But at least everyone now gets back into action. Those that picked up damage might have been able to do a fast repair and get out there again and still have a good race.
Yeah, we'll see. If the safety car won't come down, I really hope the stream caught my incredible commentating. I'm about to cry if it didn't, because then it means my boss is the only one that heard it, and he had a live orgasm. You know, you gotta be happy for the man. I do have to say, the restart. You're touching wood. I'm touching wood as well, because we might have another one of those. Certainly, seeing how things have developed and quickly gone downhill, drivers are going to take it safer through this first 9 lap. We're going to have one more under safety car conditions, but I must say, people need to calm down, because it wasn't just Andrews and Clark. We saw a big incident at the middle of the pack where over 20 cars were involved in it. Obviously, the reason why we have a safety car out. Mackenzie, I want to hear from you right now.
Well, I said I was... Sorry, yes. Yeah, I was going to say, I said I was going to be watching the mighty Bouchan. He's P18 from something, I think it was P34, 35. So, as always with these types of incidents, that's just one driver, but there's always people that benefit as well as the people that lose. So, yeah, while a lot of people are coming in for repairs and getting caught up in chaos, if you can just look a long way ahead, on particularly with big grids like this, you can make huge, huge gains. And that's what Martin Bouchan's done. And I'm just looking, actually, there's a few drivers doing similar. Behind him, Neil Massey as well, started P40 up to P19. So we've got some huge gains from that mid-pack. And of course, that puts people out of position a little bit. So, you know, from their qualifying times, there's going to be some drivers that are, you know, theoretically faster at the back of the field. They'll be trying to come through. And then these drivers at the front trying to hang on and capitalise on a good opportunity now from a better starting grid. And then you've also got the interesting team dynamics now of ACA at the front, you know, first, second and third, to see how that plays out and whether they'll be teammates and behave, or whether they'll try and get past Pisco, Porte and Marquez, so he doesn't drive off into the distance. So I think we're in for a good race, is what I'm trying to say, Juan. I think it's going to look pretty good now. And pit stop strategy will also change, because we've had 10 minutes of driving slowly.
Yeah, you know, that's going to ease things up on the strategy, certainly. Because, as you said, we're going to have 9 minutes and a half behind a safety car, so that is going to bring strategy to a whole new level, because it's going to be even more precise for you to make something work here. I think the top 3 are going to play teammates. They've been doing that all season. I am praying for the love of Mackenzie Taylor we don't have another one of those at the restart, because if we do, oh baby, we're going to have a whole race behind the safety.
Well, actually, it's a good time to mention that the rules are that we have the safety car if it's in the first couple laps, the start of the race, the incident, but after that you're on your own. So yeah, people don't have any more backups, no more lives. If you get this wrong, you've got to keep it on the track and keep your car damage free, because there's no more safety cars after this, whatever happens.
Well, I'm sure people right now
well, I think the terms were, unless the entire field more or less crashes, then maybe we would.
Well, I think that's a little fitting. So Ben Miko did not go yet.
How's it going, Ben? Are you able to talk to us, or are you doing a million things?
No, just waiting for the pit cars coming now.
Very good.
Safety car, sorry.
How did that all work from your side today?
Yeah, alright, I think. Cleared all the penalties that you get when you bring out a safety car on the first lap and everyone pits. So, sorting all that out, but yeah, I think we're all good to go.
Indeed we are.
There you
The
have it.
safety car is in. Time for our first restart of the evening. Horrible start. We're more than half the grid win out. There you see Octavio Araujo Pisco relaunches the race in a way better manner. You see side-by-side action all over the place. Thankfully, no crashes yet as we are approaching turn number 1. You see a 3 wide. There you see Adam Lyall trying to sneak it in on the outside. Not going to be able to do so. There you see Autograph trying to find space on the inside line. There's a little bit of contact between the Audi and the Porsche, but still, they stay alive. Looking good so far throughout the whole pack. No big crashes whatsoever.
Good move then by Graf getting up the inside of Lyall there, but also Marquez making a little bit of contact onto the backwater reporter going into turn 1. So we nearly had an incident of second and third coming together and being teammates. Look at this, Lyall coming back. And is he going to make it stick? Yes, he is. Great fighting at the front. Elbows are firmly out.
You see, as you were talking about him, Adam Lyall, Autograph, the Dutchman, and the British lad. Going all in for it. 11 minutes, 20 seconds into this race. We go, and we've had a spin. That is Tommy Andrews at the back on the grass. Thankfully, he hasn't taken anybody out with him. So very good news. But the race must continue. Here you see Miguel Marquez starting to lack a little bit of pace compared to Lyall and Autograph. And let me tell you, they have their knives out, and they're willing, ready, and able to go all in. Try to sneak a podium result. Let me tell you, the Andorran team is absolutely rocking things out. It is a podium fully for them, but as I say so, Marquez losing the car momentarily. He's not going to carry too much speed through the corner. Into the last one we go. Adam Lyall is looking for an inside line. He's going to have to wait and carefully, because Autograph is coming like a straight bullet. Will he be able to try something as we return number 1?
Yeah, Lyall looking feisty at the start of this race then so far. Got some good pace in his car at the moment and got that nice slipstream coming down into the first corner. Is he going to try and go around the outside? But Paul Marquez is going to make him try and do that. Thinks better of it. And of course, this early in the race, even though we have spent time on the safety car, it's probably not worth trying to go outside of turn 1.
Certainly, yeah, and look at this. Look at this, we're talking about. Lyall goes and makes the move on Miguel Marquez. Nuno Pereira Costa, another one of the teammates of the Andorran team, trying to sneak through. They're going to be able to do so, at least not yet. Well, let me tell you, what a wonderful fight here for the last podium at the spot. You see the 2 Andorran team and members going for it. Autograph is going to slide it in and go through Marquez. That is a clean move if you've ever seen one.
Yeah, looking good. I'm just trying to look through the names and keep on top of all the action going on. Ricky Pink in the sharp end of proceedings at the moment as well, so that's good to see. Is he? Oh, hang on, my yes, he is. Yeah, sorry, my screen just went really weird for a second, but up into P15 from a P30 grid slot. But also bad news for Jeremy Story fans. I saw Jeremy Story's name being mentioned in chat earlier on. He was one of the victims that did not survive turn 1. He's in the big sim racing garage in the sky now and no longer competing in this race.
Very unfortunately, you see Colin Hook, net cone and wall. That's a broken proportion. Very unfortunate to see. I must say, here you see Lucas going for a move on Matthew Wright. Goes up in a 9th. I gotta tell you, Mackenzie thinks he'll spice it up in the middle of the pack. Who was that on the wall? Let's see if I can recall that is Andy Jaeger. And that car's not looking good. Gravison out of the track. He's going to have to wait for everybody else to go through. Andy Jaeger, unfortunately. Let's take a look at it. We saw him on the wall. Oh no! That's not good.
Yeah.
Disconnection.
Teleporting across the track, Dragon Ball Z style there.
That ain't feeling nice, I gotta tell you. Oh, Mackenzie, 15 minutes in. Chaos is all over the place, but for the moment, we've seen a big crash.
No, everyone's doing okay, starting to settle down. We've got stuff like netcode or little wheels being dropped onto the grass. But, you know, the racing that we're seeing is pretty good. We're looking at Luke Andrews coming through the pack here. So what we're saying, we've got drivers out of position like Luke, who's just pulled off another successful move there. Out to the inside, makes it stick, leaves just enough room, but not a centimetre more. And off he goes onto his next victim. And at the front, just to give a running of order, as you can see, Pisco's still out in the lead, but Porto is still hanging in there inside that 1 second mark. So it's just under a second. And as I say that, just creeping onto it. But still in striking distance. You know, we're halfway through race time in the next sort of 5 minutes or so, so we're getting there. We'll just have to see whether he can hang on and make any, capitalise on any mistakes. So the race isn't won yet.
Indeed, that's still plenty left, and I gotta tell you, that was a sweet move from Bjorn van der Hovel, and here you see Cerqueira, as Ben Mika would say. Good move as well, taking the advantage over Cerqueira. Up in a P15, he started 12. He's gonna have to recover a little bit to gain those positions back. We have Sabasa momentarily Phipps. Unfortunately, cannot catch to the gravy train. I see a man drinking beer, and I see Cerqueira trying to go through on the overland. We know Helder Cerqueira has...
Just going to have to overlay Shakira to that, I think.
Okay, let's do it. Helder Shakira trying to make it through Van der Overland. I gotta tell you, Van der Overland is a tough horse to beat, but we've seen Cerqueira have a great pace, so do not count him out any second. In 3 minutes time, ladies and gentlemen, we will open driver of the day voting, so remember to stay tuned, because oh baby, you can help your favorite driver quite a bit. Here you see Sander Blau. Lovely race so far from 10th to 7th. Another man that has gained so much is Mr. Adam Lyall up in 3rd. What a great result this would be for Mackenzie.
Yeah, it's a great drive. He's really made the most of the chaos at the start, but also on merit has passed the couple of cars behind him there and left them. So really got some solid pace in that car tonight. But that's what we're saying. We've got some great drives happening through. I mean, Luke Andrews is actually coming back through. He's already back up to P8, so his charge is going quite nicely. The mighty Bouchan still progressing. He's up into P12. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this shapes out. I think there's a few cars that are now just a lap or two away from striking distance again onto their next victim. So sit tight, folks, because I think we've got another round of overtakes coming up, and we're going to try and keep on top of them all as we go. Let us know in chat if you're supporting any drivers tonight that you want us to try and have a look at and ride on board with. If they're here, we can do our best. We've got the best cameraman on the world in online racing. Here he is. Juan is Mr. Multitasker.
Oh man, it's a shame we're gonna have the Juan Cam, man. The classic Juan Cam.
Don't worry, everyone. That's not what you might think it is. The Juan Cam is it's a great feature. It's very safe. On ACC we can do the Juan Cam, but we can't quite do it on iRacing. It's basically a drone, isn't it? But yeah, I miss the Juan Cam. The Juan Cam.
I know you miss. Not that Juan Cam, but the other one. Eric Pink, for now, is your driver of the day. Well, let me tell you, he's doing pretty well. So Gaeta, as you can see, waiting, being patient. He knows when the Overland is, as Mackenzie Taylor said, at striking distance. So there's a big chance here that he could make something work. The gaps are opening in the top half of the grid. We're about to go halfway into this race, and of course, Mackenzie, strategy starts to come out of play. Certainly with the safety car laps, that window is reduced by quite a bit, and for you to make that pit stop work and take advantage of it, you're going to have to be even more precise than what you should have if things went well at the beginning.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking as well, Racing Dutch made a good point. Will they even need to have a pit stop? If
so.
somebody's fueled the car a bit more to go along in the race, will they need to? But I'm trying to remember whether the settings actually enforce it. so it's mandatory, or just the way the fuel's been configured forces it? So no, it's a mandatory fuel pit stop. I'm just checking the rules. So everyone will have to stop, even if they don't want to.
Wee, Sebald going a little wide on the entry of the corner. And if you're on the oval, he has those Dutch horse coming out. Get that Wolfie going. Of course, big love to Poppy in a long time since we haven't seen that lovely, precious little thing. And Cerqueira, again, gotta tell you, he's playing a very conservative game after the incident. And I don't blame him. One tiny mistake on this track, there's no coming back. You can see every corner is full of walls, and they're not far away. They're very, very close indeed. Cerqueira might go for it here. He has a lot of slipstream. Can he go on the inside of Balobola? No. Gonna have to wait a little longer. And now it's Paul Krampf and Ricky Pink behind him. 5-man bout, which is going to become a 6-man because Danny Jansen is there as well.
Yeah, Sebald's becoming the cork in the bottle at the moment. You've got this train forming behind, and it starts to become a case of if you don't overtake, you could get overtaken. So Shakira might have to start thinking about that a little bit. And in fact, coming even closer, it's birthday boy Bjorn is really closing on Sebald now as well.
I love me some Bjorn, but I love me as well. So Autograph, who just made a move on Adam Lyall. Autograph moves up in a third. Certainly not biased. I'm an ESPT driver.
And at the same time, Bjorn did make that move on Sebald as well. So he goes up into P14 and just about keeps it on the track there and keeps it going and holds on to that space. Yeah, nice move.
So the SRT doing well. Come on, team. Vamos, equipo. Well, Mackenzie, we need to do something. Driver of the day. The voting is open. And of course, we see on the Hubble, very smart. Bringing it back. There's contact. Look, Sebald nearly losing the car on that 3 wide. It's going to be Cerqueira and Krampf going through. But if it was a millimeter more, he wouldn't live to tell it. Also,
we might lose another one.
Oh yeah, it's another one indeed. That is Danny Jansen going on the inside. Slide it in, baby. Moving on. And Mackenzie, so I wanted to say, what can we say about this dude? Octavio.
Which dude?
Araujo Pisco. Leads every lap. He's chilling. It's like, no. It's the man double G. Relax.
Yep. Probably got some classical music playing in the background and sipping a nice margarita or something. I don't know what they drink in Andorra. If it was in England, we'd say a cup of tea.
Yeah. And eating some roast beef. Are you alive?
Some roast beef. Meet them with the chorizo hands.
And you were talking about teammates in battle and brothers in arms. Pereira Costa, Miguel Marquez, we're at it. And now David Leander, driver of the day. Well, our first vote. We got our second one, Los Pasta, Henry Kesterton.
That's a great name, Los Pasta. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. And let's be honest, I love pasta. That's the reason why I'm fat. Sorry, I'm obese. Cerqueira. Making a move on Paul Krampf. You seem to have enjoyed me liking pasta.
Cerqueira goes through again.
Oh, you need to sing it like that, baby. Oh, yeah. Exactly, big boy. Well, look at this, huh? The mighty Bushan. P12, of course. Biscott with ACA eSports.
Now, what do we know about the mighty Bushan? We know he is the most British person you will ever find. We were talking about tea and roast beef. This is one of the most British, iconic British people you'll ever find. Great to see him out here tonight. And actually, I was going to be giving him a little bit of stick for being so far down the grid as one of our 2 Ingear Motorsport drivers in this race. But actually, he's clawed it back. So P37 start, now up to P12. So well done to the British driver, Bouchan.
The things keeping things clean do. I gotta tell you, when you get yourself out of trouble, we've said it many times, even if it's sort of a sprint race, because it's just 40 minutes. Man, just keeping yourself out of the way of trouble is going to gain you so many positions. And the further back you are, the bigger the impact that becomes. So pretty well done from our British driver, the mighty Bushen. Surely proud to represent the country.
Well, we say you've got to be looking so far up ahead when you're starting that far back. You know, if you're starting P30 plus on the grid, you need to be looking at what P5 and 6 are doing.
Interesting, eh?
Ahead of the field. What's interesting? Going in the pits.
Yeah, Neil, the first one of the top 10 to go in. Let's see how that works out for him. That will be with 15 minutes to go. I think everybody is going to go as late as they can. There's not a lot of window, but I love everybody voting for their driver of the day. Come on, people! Still 10 minutes for that voting to stay open, so come on and let us know who is your driver of the day. 1 extra point on the championship. What else could you ask for just by supporting your big dude? So there you see, Lesson Tom, a man that I think we don't talk about enough, Mackenzie. He is, I'd say, you know, I'd call him sort of like a ninja, because, you know, he's not like he attacks very often, but he's always there, you feel me? And he has been so consistent throughout the championship. He doesn't make fancy moves, but he makes it coming good by finishing nearly every time on a top 10 spot. Listen, Tom, seriously, I think one of my favorite drivers of this championship. Really consistent, showing what, you know, consistency can bring you. And let's be honest, the longer the race goes, the more important it becomes. And well, Mackenzie, we need to remember, Nordschleife. If you don't have consistency there, you know what you're going to do. You're going to do a little bit of a vacuum cleaner.
And a bit of a bomba. Bomba.
Boy, you like the bomba?
Well, who doesn't one? Yeah, that's in time. I also like the livery on that Porsche as well, so definitely a good one. Started 9th and currently running P9. And as you say, there is a lot of room for consistency. People spend hours and hours and hours on these sims trying to go half a tenth faster and then go and stuff it into a barrier on lap 1 of a 40-minute race. You've got to be consistent over a race distance. And yeah, Lesson Tom, one of the drivers that's definitely capitalising on that. So, Racing Dutch, that's one race I won't miss. I was about to ask, are you excited for the Nordschleife? I hear you're a bit of a specialist around there. So, what position are you going to go for? A podium?
P30. A P30.
I mean, I was being nice, Juan.
Yeah.
Come on, you could be nice once in a while.
Hey, I'm being nice to you by having to talk to you for 40 minutes. But let me tell you
We got Ben
something.
Mulborough here as well.
Oh yeah, that's the worst part of it all. But I gotta tell you, Mackenzie, before we go back to our lovely Ben Mikkel, and as we see him on the Auburn struggle a little bit to keep Cerqueda behind, this is actually the first time I'm ever gonna broadcast a Nordschleife event. I'm so pumped because I've driven there so many times. The last time I raced there on endurance, I got P2. You know, I love the Nordschleife.
You love it when it's going well. That's what I'd say. When as soon as something goes wrong.
When it goes bad, it's the better, because then you can use yourself as a shield to crush everybody else, and you win. You need to be smart about this. Stop drinking beer, my God Almighty. There you see,
My God, man.
My bloody days. Many people coming into the pit lane. I want to go quickly. Got the graph. P3. Octavio, as we usually know, he's going to go in the pit lane at the last lap possible. We know he doesn't like to go early, and of course, why would you? You're the leader. But
It's one of the luxuries you have when you are out the front, and you know, I'm trying to think why that might be logically. Well, for me, if you know that you've got pace in the car, then you keep going as long as you can. Everyone else will have pitted, and you're more likely to come back out in clean air again. You know, if you pit earlier, you could come out in traffic, and unless they have something special going on, most drivers racing in these types of leagues don't have an engineer sat there or a spotter specifically to look for that type of thing. So they're on their own a lot of the time. So yeah, Anyway, you was about to ask Ben Meikle something, so how dare I hold things up from his delightful words?
Yeah, come on. How can you back this up from the most cheerful person in God's green earth, Ben Meikle? I want to ask you, as we get another vote for driver of the day, it's Ricky Pink. Let me tell you, Sir Gator and Ronaldo are having a great battle. And talking about Mr. Ricky Pink, he has already pitted. Let's see where he comes out with plenty of smoke on the track. Benny Meikle, first time ever I'm going to ask you this. For now, who would you say is your driver of the day?
Come back to me. I'll let you know.
He likes to take his time. He likes to take his time. He likes to make sure he gets decisions right.
Yeah,
Does the race director?
Like
But you can't rush these things. This, live broadcast or not one, you can't rush excellence.
Man, I have goosebumps right now for this rush of intelligence. When you hear this man, you get, like you see Albert Einstein flying through the air. It's Benny Meikle when he speaks. Fuck. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel.
Ben doesn't answer the phone. The phone answers to Ben. This is the type of guy you're dealing with.
I was going to say something else, but I cannot say it on the stream. Frank Porte has come in, and so will Nuno Barrera Costa. We have 8 minutes, 45 to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to close driver of the day voting in just 4 minutes time, so come on, vote. And they'll bring it.
That sounded a bit American then, actually. That was quite on. Step on up, folks, or a rootin' tootin' good time.
Hey,
come and vote.
I can talk American accent. I just prefer to do the salsa for the ladies and gentlemen. Toma! Siak is mine. Thank you bloody very much for that Prime subscription, mate. It's 2 months. Oi, 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 Top Sheila. You're a Top Sheila, 2 months, baby. Tiziano.
That's Australian.
I know. Tiziano Brandon. Thank you very much for the follow.
Thank you, Shortberg.
Top Sheila with the lager and the bronze. Did you like the bronze? I can't see. Let's go with Lisa Ta. And then Sander Lyall. And hey, I love cracking my mains up. Well, now
this is professional. This is a professional broadcast, everyone. Thank you very much.
Professional gets us 50 people on the broadcast. Thanks so much to each and every single one of you.
It's because people don't want to leave. They're waiting to find out what Ben has to say and who his driver of the day is.
Certainly.
No one's allowed to leave now.
He's still thinking, ladies and gentlemen, please.
This is the guy that when he goes to a nuclear power plant, the power plant has to watch out for radiation from him.
Oh man, don't make me say things, man.
Come on, give me one. Okay.
Ben Meikle is the type of gentleman, then when you go to... No, I cannot say those. No, let's forget it. Let's go with Danny Jansen. Oh yes, I'm sure. I'm very sure we want this channel to have live after this broadcast. There you see Danny Jansen up in the 7th. Unfortunately, it was one of the men involved in that massive incident. We're going to close driver of the day voting in 2 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's your last moment to vote for your favorite driver to gain an extra championship point.
Currently, it's Rick Pink.
And look at this. Octavio Araujo Pisco has decided to come into the pit lane. And everybody, as usual, is going to follow. Sergeira very smartly, I think, stays out. Needs to take advantage of his pace. We've seen he's very fast, but obviously after the incident...
That was a quick pit stop. Splash and dash.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. He has already come out ahead of Sergeira. Like, man, this dude... Seriously, I've broadcasted so many championships. I've done so many races throughout these last 4 to 5 years. I haven't seen anything like this in a long time. It's just insane how fast this man is.
And we know the quality of this field. We're like drivers like Luke Andrews, and he's not here tonight, but Baptista Megro, of course, very, very fast drivers who have been up against Pisco. but still come out on top every single time so far this series. So Lorenzo, maybe we need you to do your thing at the Nordschleife. You know, one man stands in the way of Pisco and a clean sheet so far in this championship. I think it's you. Get testing.
All you have to do is drive and do the thing you did at the Nürburgring actually, which is just take the corner and just kill everybody. I'm sorry, Lorenzo. I'm sorry, Lorenzo. I love you, mate. My apologies. Well, we have a very nice fight here, Mackenzie. Nuno Barreira Costa, Adam Lyall, and Miguel Marquez. Honorable mention, Lyall has had a great race. I think, and I'm going to be honest with you, this man is my driver of the day, Adam Lyall. Wonderful race so far. I would say autograph, but I think it would sound too biased because it's my teammate. But we're going to close driver of the day voting. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. And that winner is none other than Ricky Pink. There you have him. P23rd. Congratulations.
Congratulations, mate. You've driven a fantastic race.
Oh, top Sheila, man. That's a top Sheila drive. What do you see? Adam Lyall.
Spruce, mate. Crack open a tinny and throw a shrimp on the barbie. It's Ricky Pink.
It's the Barbie. It's the Barbie with the Ricky Pink. And it's Adam Lyall doing a great defensive maneuver on Miguel Marquez.
Rick the Wall Pink. Rick the Wall Pink, absolutely. Fun story about Ricky Pink. He joined an Ingear Motorsport race on Assetto Corsa Competizione about a year or so ago. We didn't know him at the time. Andrews was racing, a couple others, but he just joined. We didn't realise he knew them guys or anything like that. And I think he had like a netcode error or something, and he just went flying through at Monza and took out a load of people at chicane as if he'd driven it flat out. And he then got banned. I don't know if Ben made that call or Harry or someone, but he got banned from the race and was going to ban him from the league. And then the guys went, no, he had an error, he's not like that, he's not that guy. And that was our first time meeting Ricky Pink.
Was I there?
I don't know. It might have been just before. It might have just been just before we had the good graces of your presence.
No, it's not good grace. I know for you it's the worst thing that happened in this world. Meeting me. There you say, David Leander.
It's the thousands of euros that you charge, man. That's what it is.
Hey, that's another 5 for talking to me right now. And you absolute bastard. Let's go with Adam Lyall and Miguel Marquez. Only 2 minutes and a half to go. We're going to go with Octavio to have reference. I understand this should be the last lap of the evening. Let's go, David. I do have to say a great race from Autograph. Need to give him a big shout out. And Sergeda, if I'm not mistaken, has pitted. So right now, he could get that P2 done. This strategy could have worked fantastically for him. Here you see the white flag has been thrown. The cars flashing their lights. I love it. It's the support from everybody. And Mackenzie, as we enter the last lap, I think we don't have anybody
We've got to
else.
see the leader. We've got to see the leader. Maybe some on board. I feel like we've not been on board very much this race.
Yeah, we haven't been able to. So many crashes, so many side by side. But here you have
Let's get a masterclass for the final lap of how it should be done here.
Just for you to have a little bit of reference of how good this guy is. He hasn't missed a single 204 in the whole race. Just a 1:2:05 when it was the last lap before this one. Consistency out of this world pace. Precise as a Swiss clock. It is the Andorran team led by Octavio Araujo Pisco, which in just 1 minute time will get 4 out of 4. Mackenzie, man, I wish the lottery was as easy as being Octavio Araujo Pisco, then I would be rich. I don't even know what the hell just said.
I was just thinking as well, you know, he makes it look easy. He definitely makes it look easy, but actually it's a really good point to mention that to be at this level of pace and, like you said, consistency, which as we've established is so important, that takes a lot of practice and a lot of patience and a lot of effort. So a well-deserved victory, assuming he hangs on to it for the next few corners and final part of the lap. He's driven a fantastic race, likes to flag victory, so really well-deserved.
Indeed, well-deserved, and here you have him. What happened to Luke? Well, remember the beginning. There you see, Bisco is going to cross the line. The checkered flag is there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is 4 out of 4. Cicada, what a strategist. Big brain galaxy Cicada. What a race. Unbelievable how well this guy has played. And Frank Porte is going to take the full podium for the Andorras. Autograph on 4th. And then we got Nuno Barrera Costa on the 5th. Miguel Marquez, Matthew Riley's on top. Everybody else. Crossing the line, it is Pisco, Cerqueira, and Porte, the 3 men from the same team, getting a podium. Mackenzie, what else can you say? Seriously, it's I don't even have words, man. Absolute domination from this team that never ceases to amaze us. Here you see us both lovely faces.
You actually saw me concentrating then as that clicked through, because I'm just trying to see what happened to Luke Andrews, which somebody said. So I'm just rewinding really quickly to see at what point he fell down, because he was 22nd or something at the end.
Yeah.
So I'm a couple laps back now, and he's I don't have an answer in a minute. We can chat. Tell us about what you thought about the race first of all, and I'm waiting just to see. It doesn't help. It keeps dropping out on the replay.
Okay, no problem. I'll talk. I'm good at that. Well. Adam Lyall, out of fuel at the last corner indeed. What a shame, man, with the race he put on. I do have to say, from the Andorran team, nothing but perfection, as per usual with this gentleman. Autograph really showing really good pace for his first race in here. Well, I know from home and from before, I know how rapid this man is. For the rest of the grid, we have a very eventful beginning. Then things started coming down after the safety car. I really enjoyed that race. And, we haven't mentioned it, but we're halfway. We need to get our antennas going, because every race matters now, even more so than the first ones. Mackenzie, we're starting to get into
Juan, we never got an answer out of Ben Meikle.
True, he's been thinking,
Everyone's waiting. Only a couple of people have closed the stream. That's how many people are waiting, even though the race has ended.
Unbelievable.
Well, I suppose you want to know my answer, do you?
If you don't
My
mind.
answer is William Hill 4. Because I like the name.
That is some great, man.
There you go.
You see my hair? My hair just became a smart hair, Wow.
I can't believe how long this must have happened ages ago. I'm now 3 laps rewound now, and Luke Andrews is still like in P19. Oh wow, I don't know.
Is the engineer?
I don't know. It keeps dropping out. We'll find out later. Let's find that one out later. We'll put it in Discord. Let's ask him.
Well, we'll ask him indeed. But all we have to say, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very enjoyable evening. I want to thank Mackenzie for being back here with us. It has been pretty fun. We've had a lot of laughs. We've enjoyed the racing a lot, and
just pretty fun.
Thank you for signalizing how much worth I am to you this small. With that, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, like Jeremy Clarkson, we gotta go. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you next time.